two Captain Walt's live, one facing forward and one facing me. It's kind of fun. There you go. Ooh, another Ford F-150. I think he's a Raptor. No, yeah, don't raise him. He's he's a lot faster than me. This is Arnold Palmer. It's the best drink in the world. It's just half sweet lemonade and half unsweetened iced tea. So it's kind of like half the sugar of a normal sweet drink, but it's just so good. And it's named after the golfer, Arnold Palmer, who pretty much started it mixing the sweet lemonade with the unsweetened iced tea at the country club. And people liked it. People liked it. And they started calling it, hey, can I get a Palmer? And that's what they would say to the waiters and waitresses at the golf club. And people would go, what's a Palmer? And they'd have to say, well, it's Arnold Palmer. He mixes his drink up and he likes it, and everybody else likes it. It's half sweet lemonade and half unsweetened iced tea. And I just became my favorite drink. That and water. Gotta have water. Lots of water. We have a water maker now on the boat. That's really neat. It literally takes a sea cell, runs it through runs the water at high pressure, and sends it through some membranes that's, well, first off, it cleans it. Runs it through some filters. Don't ever run it in the harbor. You'll clog up the filters like that. Don't just have to replace. Might as well throw those filters in the trash. First off, you got water when you're in the harbor, so why would you even? But when you're at sea, I think this thing makes 40 gallons an hour or something. Don't quote me on that because I could be wrong. Just stop the system. Don't kill me. Makes something gallons an hour and it just fills the tank. So you run it. No one's using the water and it fills up the tanks. Next thing you know, tanks are full, shuts itself off. And it has these membranes that will take the salt out of the water after it cleans it. It even has like a tube where it sends an ultraviolet ray through. There's this glass tube where as the water goes through it and it has ultraviolet, it kills all the bacteria and stuff. You know, it's really cool. But yeah, we have fresh water on the boat being out at sea. When we do a big crossing or something, or we're out and we know we're not going to come to shore for more than 3 days, I'm like, no showers. No showers. We'll look at the boat, or we'll look at the water when we're coming in a half day before we come into a port. And if I have enough, I'll tell you can take a shower and how long. Then I'll let the crew, take short, quick showers. But usually we come into port, the first thing everyone wants to do, we get the boat situated, and then everybody just scatters. It's just like, where's my first mate? He's gone. Well, when's he going to be back? Depends on how drunk he gets. Sometimes, seriously, it is like that. You have to question it. Wow, we got some traffic up ahead of us now. Look at that. Woo, we made that light. That was bouncy. I went through there at the speed limit. I can see the speed. In fact, I was 5 under, and that bounced me across that intersection. Must have had a crown in it. That was fun, though. Woohoo! Oh, hi! I see you said hi there. But, yeah, so isn't it just a beautiful end of a gorgeous Southern California day today? I don't know what the rest of the nation has been having, but, depending on where you live, you could have had a Tesla fire. That is so sad. I feel so bad for Elon Musk. the guy, he's getting us to Mars, and I really like this guy because of his, rockets and everything. And then I won't comment on what he's doing, otherwise, but whatever. But I like his SpaceX. I like SpaceX. I watch all of the flights, and I just think it's the best. It's cool. And but they're terrorizing his cars, which the car prices are dropping real quick, and I'm like, I kind of wanted a Tesla in the past. Maybe not now with but these prices are pretty tempting. You can get a good deal on a Tesla right now. So I was like, yeah, maybe. Not a Tesla truck though. Don't want one of those. But honestly, I wouldn't be a bad idea to grab a Tesla. But here's the main reason I would buy one. And it's kind of sad how I would use it, but I would buy it and park it in my garage. Somehow get it to work as a battery pack. So it's not the greatest idea, but I mean, wow. And then you need to go to the store. Hey, drive it for free. It's charged up with solar. Doesn't cost me anything to fill it up. Then park it back in the garage. Oh, I can run my air conditioning during the hottest day of the summer. Oh no, the power's down because they're doing rolling blackouts. Oh, I still have power because I have solar. That's great. It's just the idea. The idea's there. Am I going through with it? Nah, not right now. I don't have any money right now. I will tomorrow, but not today. But I've been having a very good day. Woke up at 4 a.m. this morning, and I just didn't want to go back to sleep. I took a beautiful shower. I don't know if you can see, I got all my clothes right there because I've been living at the solar field. And it's a beautiful building, don't get me wrong. It has a beautiful bathroom, a nice little kitchenette. It only has a stovetop, but it's a built-in 5-burner stovetop. Obviously, it's all electric. It's no gas. It has a really nice little refrigerator. I keep it kind of well stocked. Cookies, crackers, snacks. I've made some absolutely awesome hamburgers. I'm actually a pretty good cook. Well, I never told you this, but I'm a captain. Well, I've told you that. But the owner of the yacht owns restaurants, and he's a really good chef. And he taught me a lot about cooking. And I learned to saute and do this, that, the other thing. And as I sauteed, I take and I put the onions, garlic, and salt and pepper and olive oil, and then I make my my burgers. So my burgers are fantastic. Don't get me wrong, they're just delicious. But yeah, it's great, and I had one of the owners of the solar field. He comes in, and he just walks into the place because he said, "Hey, we're having a problem with the internet, and I need and because this building is like basically the source of where the internet comes in, and then we have access points, outdoor access points all over the field. We have cameras everywhere, and he walks in, and I had made some pasta." And I took some Italian sausage and I made that up really nice and neat. And again, salt, pepper, olive oil, garlic, onions, and Italian sausage. And I made it up, and then I put it in a chunky marinara sauce that I got from local grocery store, but I did chop up some cherry tomatoes and put it in there because I knew I was going to have this thing simmering for way more than 20 minutes. It takes 20 minutes for acids to break down in tomatoes while you're cooking them. That's why 20 minutes. You need to know that. And but I knew I was going to be more than 20 minutes, which I was, probably about 35, 40 minutes. And he came in and I'm eating this pasta and he goes, "It's delicious in here." And I'm like, "Yeah, I made pasta." I'm eating a bowl of pasta. But I make enough to make me a nice bowl of pasta. And then I take the pasta sauce with and I put it back in the jar. But I only make pasta for myself. Like I make one dish of pasta and then I pour the sauce on it. And then all the rest of the sauce that I made goes back into the jar. I wash out, and I put it back in the fridge so I can just heat it up and make some more pasta the next day or the day after, whatever. So I couldn't even offer anybody anything. I'm the only one staying there. There was another guy staying on the job, the engineer, he stays there, but he has his own motorhome. He brought this beautiful, large motorhome up, so he's living like a king. He's a king. I'm doing fantastic with this property I'm staying in. But it's fun. I'm having some fun. That's from Steve Martin. He did an album. "We're having some fun here at the Hollywood boarding house in San Francisco, California." If you know the album, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, don't worry about it. But Steve Martin was a great comedian before he became an actor. And he had albums. He even made a song called King Tut. Look that up on YouTube. That was fun. I think he even it climbed the charts. I wonder what it charted at. I don't really know. 26 minutes from my house. And look at it, never on a freeway. Haven't touched a freeway. The truck is going good. But wow. He's got a nice little boat there. He put a little cover over it. I don't know if you can see that on the forward-facing camera, but it's a nice little boat over there. The light's turning red up ahead. I'm gonna catch that one. It is getting dark. I will turn a light on. Let's see. Does that help? It helps a little bit. Just a bit. We did the nose and the hat. But she's a witch. Okay, that's from Monty Python's Flying Circus. Search for the Holy Grail. When King Arthur comes up, there's a, I guess, vigilante justice in the town. Town wants to kill this one girl because they think she's a witch. And there's this one knight there, and he's trying to calm the crowd down. They go, "How do you know she's a witch?" "Well, she turned me into a newt." "A newt?" "Oh, I got better." What the heck's a newt? Oh. And so, yeah, so she goes, "I'm not a witch." And the knight looks at her and he goes, "Well, you look like a witch. They dress me up like this." They go, "Did you dress her up like this?" And they're like, No. Yes, a bit. We did the nose and the hat, but she's a witch." So, I make comments and then I have to explain them. It's so sad. So sad. Oh. This looks like it's in a aquarium center. You see how far back the houses are from the road? It's like, that's horse trails. And then that was the last driveway. So again, there's no trail here. But then again, yeah, no, that one trail did go back up to the side, and then it's back open again. Either that or they're planning to widen this road at one time. I don't know. It looks so much brighter than what it really is. These cameras can pick up a large quantity of light, even when it's pretty dark. But then yet, when it gets dark, and you can turn all the lights on. It's just like, I don't like having that light on. That's too much. Turn everything off. Turn that light on. There you go. And more Arnold Palmer. Bum, bum, bum. The guy in front of me, he did not stop. I watched him. Nah, that wasn't a stop. That was just a flat out run the red light. Oh. There's 4 panels over there with a little box. Like, what is that doing? Probably some meter that has to transmit back. A weather station or something. I put a weather station on my property, at my house, and it connects to the Weather Channel. It literally connects to the Weather Channel. It uses GPS, tells them where my house is, or maybe I used my computer or something. I remember that I set it up, and anyways, so my house tells the Weather Channel about, I think mine does wind direction, wind speed, and temperature and humidity. I'm jamming just to get caught up with these guys. They're getting away from me. They're leaving me in the dust. But there you go. So, that gets reported right to the Weather Channel. So the Weather Channel takes my data with everybody else's data, and they predict things or know the weather at the instant. But, and I have 2, one in the shade, one in direct sunlight. So it's a really neat little system. I mean, I'll show it someday, but it's pretty neat. And it's wireless, and you have to put charge a battery in it every now and then, or something like that. I remember I gotta check the battery, but it tells me the inside. I got like a little digital screen on the inside. It tells me all the different things, the weather, temperature, shade, not shade, wind direction, speed, blah, 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 blah. And it tells me all this on the screen, but it also tells me battery power. And it also tells me the temperature inside my house. I don't think it sends that to the Weather Channel, though. Hi, today on the Weather Channel, Captain Walter's house is 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That would just be ridiculous. What would they need that? But it does. It says the temperature of my house. Half the time I look at that, because I have a heat pump at my house, and I'm looking at the heat pump, and I'm looking at it, and I'm comparing it to what I have my heat pump set at. Well, I have that set at 73. It says it's 72. Well, what's going on? But it's usually nice and comfortable in my house. We'll see about that. Right lane ends. Yeah, this goes out. This road that I turn on, that I'm on right now, it will cross over Winchester Road. And when you cross over Winchester Road, it turns into Scotts Road. And Scott Road goes all the way out into Marietta. Goes across past the 15 and everything. It ends up way out there in the middle of nowhere. I have a friend that lives out here. I haven't talked to him in 20 years, but I know he lives out here. Woo! Woo! My nose is itching. What does that mean? I'm gonna have to look that up. What does it mean when your nose starts itching? There we go. Okay. This is the light where we hit Winchester. And Winchester, when you cross over it, it turns into Scotts Road. Let's see if I can look up at this sign and see what the name of this side of the road is, because I really don't know. Scott Road that way, correct. Oh, we're on Washington Street. Well, that should be easy enough to remember. First president of the United States. So that'll be fun. Fun. Wow. I'm alive again. Look at that. Yeah, a little glitch here. I guess we're going across the top of a hill, but not really a mountain or anything. But okay. It's going to do that. Ooh, there's, what is that? That's one of the new Broncos? Real low to the ground. Okay. Doesn't really look like a Bronco if it's that low to the ground. You know what I just realized? The Bronco looks a lot like that Ford station wagon that came out a couple years ago called the Flex. The Bronco is just a reimagined Flex. I don't know, I just thought of that now. It's been out for 2-3 years now, whatever. The Bronco is a reimagined Flex. But to be honest with you, I liked the Flex when it came out. I went to the dealership and wanted to buy one, and they wanted to basically rip me off. And I was like, you know how many trucks I buy off of you guys? Give me a deal on a car. I'm gonna buy another truck off of you guys. I went into the dealership in 2023 or 22. Anyways, I went in to buy to get a new truck because this truck that I have, 2017, it was probably going on 5 years old. I think it was 5, and I was like, yeah, it's time to get a new truck. And I went in to get a new truck, and they were having that chip shortage, and it was just craziness. And $52,000 truck. That's what they wanted for the truck, which I thought was crazy. I'm like, okay, can we work on the price on this? Oh yeah, we're gonna have to work on the price because you're not getting it for no 52. I'm like, okay, that's great. Let's go. Whatever. Talk to me. Yeah, no, it's gonna be $97,000. They were marking the truck up $40-something thousand. It was insane. And they wanted to take my truck from me and have me pay $1,300 a month. And I heard that, and I was so mad. I didn't say it out loud. I was just like, I'm gonna drive this truck into the ground. I'll drive it till the wheels fall off. Who's gonna spend that kind of money? So now, instead of going and buying a new truck, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy me a nice used truck. I'm going to find something between 30 and 60,000 miles. That's about 2, maybe 3. Through like one of the companies right now, 4.9% financing when I got this truck. You know, my credit's okay. It's not perfect. I don't have an 800 score, but I'm in the nice sevens area, so I can get a decent deal on credit. If you try to rip me off on credit, we'll get you to 12.5. Yeah, guess what? You can take that 12.5, and I'm not buying anything at 12.5. You gotta get below a 6 before you even want to start talking to me. There you go. You gotta stop because they can make a U-turn. It even says right on their sign that they can make a U-turn. This road over here, 65 miles. The road we were just on, 65 miles an hour. Isn't that crazy? And doesn't it? It still looks like it's daylight out there. If you're on my forward-facing camera, it looks like it's daylight. But it's not. It is dark. I can't turn my headlights off, but if I did, it'd probably look even darker. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy. But there we go. We're gonna drive over to come on, what's the name? I can't even remember the name of the streets. I'll be honest, I don't even know the name of this street. What street am I on? This is it. I can't even pronounce that name. I'm trying to read a name of the street I'm going to turn on. It's about 3.5 miles up. But Corey, Domenigoni. There we go. Now it's saying to turn on to Sanderson instead. That's better. I like Sanderson. You can read that. Oh. Sometimes there's so much traffic on Sanderson that it takes you to the next street past that you can go up and then go over to my community where I live. I live in a gated community, but it's gonna let me go up to Sanderson. Sanderson runs past like the big shopping area. There's a giant Walmart, all the other store stuff there. So a lot of the times we'll just be driving along and it'll be like, no, past this. Don't go up Sanderson. You're just going to sit in a bunch of traffic. Oh, looks like there's a football game going on at my son's high school. My son is 18. He graduates this year. And he doesn't like football, and he won't go to the games. I told him I would take him to the games. I go, you know, your friends are at the game. Your friends from high school are to be at the game, and they will, and it's a social event. It's a thing to do. And he's like, no, I don't want to go. Are you sure? I'll take you. I'll, buy you the tickets. I'll get you, whatever you want to eat. But you know what? I think it's a practice because I just see the low level lights on. So, what did they do in the past? If schools, because schools in the past had sporting events. I'm talking about 150 years, 200 years ago. What did they do it? Now, how did they have the sport? I guess they only held them during the day, and only if they were in good weather. But the lighting. Or how did they do artificial lights? I guess they had candles and stuff. I don't know. There was no basketball there. It's funny, but the guy who invented basketball, he lived to see the very latest modern version of basketball. And he didn't copyright it. He didn't patent the game. He thought it's a great game for indoor activities when it's raining. And he taught it to other schools so that kids could have an activity to do when it rained. And there was a little town in, I think it was New Mexico, called Weed, with like the smallest population and the smallest school, that ended up doing a national championship. They were just like that good. I mean, a small, tiny farm school. And you can look it up, Weed, New Mexico. And they had like the number one team. Like not just one year, just like a couple times. Won national championships. How do you do that? Mustang, this is the street my son's school is on. Okay. Somebody heard me talking about the Ford Flex and the Bronco. But you gotta admit, the Bronco looks like a modern day Ford Flex. If they would have kept the Flex going, it would have been the Bronco. And it's like, I always thought the Ford Flex was a neat car. Why would they stop making that? I think they stopped making it in, I don't know what year, but it was semi-modern. I were to look. Let's just see if I look at it. It's not right. Okay. I can't look. Okay. I lost my. There it is. I was going to say I lost my map. You got to be very careful when you're around these big shopping areas like this. There's a lot of traffic. You got to watch what everybody else is doing. Weave in and out of that wrong. And you're exchanging your insurance information. I haven't done that in years, and I don't want to do it ever again. See, it's really gotten dark now. If I turn that on, watch this. It blurs the camera. Yeah. All right, I am 4 minutes away from home. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed your day. And there, I'm at a light. Let me give you these shout outs. So, hi, Bonehead Gaming. The Bronco is a reimagination Flex. Yeah, I thought so. That's what I said. And that's just the Ford Flex. Yeah. Hey, bro, hit that car. Somebody told me to hit a car. I want to help all YouTubers. Oh, well, thank you. Well, I had a great day. And I'm telling you, thank you for joining. There'll be a live stream tomorrow morning, but it's going to be early. I'm going to be driving into Orange County. I'll probably be leaving at about 6 in the morning and driving into Orange County. Get there between, I get to work. I can start work at 7. So I could even leave as early as 5:30. Be there at 6:30. I don't think it's going to take me about an hour to get in Orange County from my home. But you never know with traffic. You never know. Thank you guys for being here. Love y'all. I hope you subscribe. I hope you're always welcome back. And we will see you again soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.